Hi YouTube friends, welcome to all the new subscribers and welcome back to those of you who have watched before. I've had quite a few newbies come on board, so welcome and I hope you enjoy my channel. I've got something really exciting to show you. Well, I think it's exciting, but first just let me get ready. Let me bring you in a bit closer. That's better. So, if you haven't already guessed, we must find the book, brew the potion, and suck the lives out of all the children of Salem before sunrise, or otherwise we are cursed, we evaporate, we cease to exist. Doth thou comprehend? Okay, so news item number 1. I have finished my Winifred Sanderson inspired hair hat and I love it. It was so much fun to make. If you think that this is something you might like to make, please tell me in the comments below and I can upload a tutorial for how I made it. tutorials really do take me quite a long time, and I don't want to post a tutorial if you guys don't want it. So if you would be interested in that, please pop it below. I did recently do a tutorial because I had quite a bit of interest from you guys in the comments. So that was for my Harry Potter sorting hat tutorial. So I've got that here. I'll put this on. Take this one off. Whew, it's hot in here. It's really warm outside today, actually. This is going to look silly with this makeup, but this is my Harry Potter sorting hat. And this has been a huge hit with my son, who is a massive Harry Potter fan, and all of his friends. He wore it to a dress-up day at school, and all of his friends wanted one. So luckily, I had to film that tutorial a few times. So now I had to film that tutorial a few times because I lost some of my data. My phone crashed and melted my SD card on my phone. So anyway, I don't want to relive that. So so now I've got a couple of extras of these, so I'm sure his friends are going to be really happy to receive those. So this one's available now on my channel, so I will post the link to that video in the comments, of course, so you can find that one. But if you would like, I'm going to put this back on because I'm probably not going to, now that Halloween's finished, I'm not going to get that much opportunity to wear this one, so I'm going to just rock it for now. Give me an opportunity to wear it. So if you would like to see a tutorial for this one, you think it's something you might be interested in making, pop it in the comments and I'll make a tutorial for that one. I hope you all had a lovely Halloween. Here in Australia, we don't really celebrate Halloween, but there was quite a few people that did get involved in the area. We didn't have any kids come by trying to get candy or lollies, as we call them here in Australia. So, but there were a couple of local places that did like a haunted house walkthrough, and that was really fun. The kids dressed up, and I'm looking forward to doing it again next year. So in the spirit of Halloween, I actually got my nails done. So for the last couple of years, or 3 years now, I think, I have always had beautiful, gorgeous nails, and I always go with a different theme, and we have my nail tech and I, she's fantastic, she's so talented, and we really have a lot of fun with it. So here's my Halloween nails, inspired by one of my favourite witches. Can you guess? They're all sparkly. They're actually inspired by the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz. She's one of my all-time favourite witchy poos. Yeah, so we had a bit of fun with that. I'm so glad to have them back on. I had a break from them because my partner... because when my dad passed away, he knew how to play the guitar, and when he passed away, I had said, I really wish that I had asked my dad to teach me how to play the guitar, because it's something, you know, I love music, and, you know, my partner plays guitar and the kids love it, so I wish I could do it. And when my dad passed away and I said that, here's what they bought me, which is really exciting. I'll show it to you now. Got it on hand because I want to show it off. So this is the guitar that they bought me, but the special thing about it is, I mean, it's very me. It is very, very me. So they've picked this out. The kid, my son, was like, Mum will love that. So I don't know if you can see on this part that it's actually, the brand of guitar is a Gypsy Rose. So it has my name on it, and they were like, we cannot go past this guitar. She will love it. And so I tried to play it, and I just could not play the chords. I'm not going to play it for you now because I didn't get very good at it in the last couple of months. But I could not play the chords because my nails were just ridiculously too long to play. So I took them off, and my nail tech was so surprised. She's like, I can't believe you're not going to have beautiful nails. And it was really actually difficult for me to do. I know it sounds so superficial, but my nails, I always have beautiful nails. I have for so long. And I really, really was upset about losing my nails. But I thought, no, this is something I really want to do. And I can't not play it now that they've bought it for me. So now I actually have this on display because I'm not getting very good at guitar. Also, my nail tech moves around a lot, or she has in the past. So I'm expecting that within the next couple of years, I might lose her. But while she might travel off somewhere. But while she's here, and we have so much fun, and we really unleash our creativity together when we get our nails done, when I get my nails done. Also, she's become one of my closest friends. She's actually really quite a few followers on Instagram. So if you have, I don't have Instagram, but if you do, I will actually link her Instagram. And if you're into nail art and things like that, I'll link her Instagram in the comments so that you can go and check out her work. She's amazing, amazing. Anyway, so I've put that aside now and booked in to get my nails done, and I have my nails back now that I've filmed that Harry Potter sorting hat tutorial. The hardest part watching that back was like, I can't believe like I was looking at my hands and I didn't even recognize them. I was like, oh my goodness, where are my beautiful nails? I can't even deal. It sounds so ridiculous and superficial, and I'm really not that at all. But it's like when you have really long hair, which I have done in the past. You have really long hair and then you chop it all off and you're like, oh, my hair. It was like that. I felt naked without my nails, in a sense. So I'm really happy to have those back on now. And I'm really excited to show you all the crazy designs that we come up with. And you'll have something beautiful to look at if you're looking at my tutorials that I've posted. So anyway, so if you would like to see a tutorial for this Winifred hair hat, like I said, I will have beautiful nails in that tutorial, so they won't be short little stumpy ones like the Harry Potter one. Yeah, put in the comments and I'll be happy to do that for you. Happy to do that. I just don't want to go through the process of doing it because it is quite a process with young children around. It's never quiet, so it's quite a process to get to the point where I can have enough shush to get a tutorial out to you guys. So, yeah, let me know. In other news, in my last video, in my last vlog, I did mention that I had reached 50 subscribers. So I'm a little bit over that now, but I did promise you a 50 subscriber dance. And so here's the dance. Okay, well, now that I've embarrassed myself about as much as I can with my Winifred Sanderson impression and now my 50 subscriber dance, one more piece of news, which I forgot to mention, is that I entered Ella from No Catchy Names holiday ornament swap. So I'm really looking forward to participating in that. I haven't really come up with many ideas, strangely enough. I was having a bit of a giggle because the person that I was matched up with, it was funny because you had to fill out this questionnaire of, you know, information so that it gives your partner some things to think about. And so I had put on the questionnaire, there was a section that said, do you have any allergies? And I had written that, yes, I do have allergies. I'm allergic to peanuts. And the person that I was matched up with, in another section which said, what is your favourite holiday tradition? She wrote that making peanut butter fudge or I don't know, something with peanuts anyway. And I thought, oh dear, I hope she doesn't send me that. I hope she doesn't send me that. So I don't know if she knows that I have a channel, but I did ask her on that questionnaire if it was okay for me to open my package on this channel. So hopefully she says that's okay, but if not, of course I will respect her wishes there, and I won't share her name, but I'm really excited to create things for her. Also, another interesting thing was that, because part of it was asking about celebrations, and, you know, I had said to her that we do celebrate Christmas in our home and we do Santa, but we are not Christians. If anything, if any religion, or it's not really religion, but we do practice Buddhism. I don't know if you can see my little Buddha up there. So we do practice Buddhism here. And so one of the principles of Buddhism is, one of the main principles of Buddhism is non-violence. And then in the questionnaire, there was a section that said, would you like your partner to know anything else about you? And my partner has written that she is in the military, or is a military, that they're a military family. And I thought, that's so funny. Like, I mean, obviously that's fantastic. I'm not judging her, but I thought it was funny that I was matched up with her, and like Buddhism, non-violence, and then military is just crazy to me. It's funny. Anyway, I was having a bit of a giggle about that anyway, but I'm so looking forward to creating something from her, and I'm glad that she put that she was in the military, because that's sort of sparked some ideas for me. So I'm really looking forward to putting that box together for her and participating in that swap. Yeah. And thank you so much to Ella for hosting it. I really look forward to, but I'm more excited to create a box for her than I am to actually receive one, because I just think it would be really fun. So that's something that I've got coming up this month. And she lives internationally. Obviously, it's hard for me to get someone local as I'm in Australia, but yeah, really fun. Okay, so now I'm going to actually get into the nitty-gritty of what I've been up to this month. So first of all, I'm going to remove this Mandala Madness behind me, which is a whip. I'm just going to remove that because I find it a little bit distracting from, it might be hard to see what I'm showing you. So I'm just going to put him over there. That's better. It's better. Okay, so I did show a couple of items at the beginning of the month. So this month was all about, I was making up baby boxes for a couple of friends and my sister who were having a baby. So everything was baby themed this month. So apart from special orders, obviously, that I have coming in from other people. So I'm going to show, when I did that first video, I did show a couple of items, but I didn't actually have any subscribers. So I'm going to show them again in case you haven't seen that video, but I'm just going to briefly go through them and where you can find the patterns for them. So the first thing on my list is these little piggy shoes. These are so adorable. So I think if I made these again, I would make them out of cotton yarn. I just think they'll be a bit more durable made out of cotton, but I just used standard acrylic yarn because that's what I had in pink handy. So, but I made quite a few of these. I got orders for quite a few, and they're just really, really sweet. So Let me just hold them there for a minute so you can see. So that was a YouTube pattern available on YouTube, and that was Crocodile Patterns is where you can find those. So I will link those in the description box. Everything I mention here will be linked in the description box where you can find patterns for those. So I do post, I try and use as many YouTube tutorials, I do like to support other channels by linking other YouTube videos. So if there's a YouTube tutorial, I will use that link in the comments, and most of the time there's also a written pattern, but I know that if you're on YouTube you probably would prefer to see the YouTube tutorial. And sometimes there's a lot of people that can't read patterns, so I couldn't read pattern for a good year. So I've only been crocheting for a couple of years, but for the first year I could not read a pattern, so YouTube was my savior. So I am all about supporting other YouTubers that do tutorials and things like that. So I will show you those, and a lot of the time I do go for free patterns, but I do also like to support other designers. If I love their patterns, I don't have no issue in paying for patterns at all. So after I did the piggy shoes, then I found this guy. Now, I don't know if y'all remember Kevin. I actually had to make 12 of these. So I posted him on my social media and people went crazy for him. Everybody wanted one. So I had to make 12 Kevins. So he's so cute, and he's been a massive hit with people. Everybody has wanted one. So I got him from, so I called him Kevin because I like Kevin Bacon and he's a pig. Yeah. I mentioned that in another video. So, but the pattern is a YouTube pattern. There's also a YouTube tutorial for Kevin. I didn't use the YouTube tutorial, so I'm not familiar with that, but I did find a YouTube tutorial afterwards. So, the YouTube tutorial is called Dress Up Pig by Sharon Ojala. I'm really bad with pronunciation, so I hope I don't offend anybody with my pronunciation. So I will link that one, of course, as well, where you can find him. So the next one I did this month was, so that's all I showed. Oh, actually, I did these. I also showed these crocodile stitch booties. These are adorable, and I made about 20 of these. So these ones actually started in September. So I've been making those for quite a while, and I've made lots and lots of those. I've had lots of orders for those. They're very popular. So there's also a YouTube tutorial for those on Kiki Crochet is the channel name. So you can find those over there. I will link those also. Okay, I'm trying to get through things quickly because I've got quite a bit to show you, and I don't want this video to be too long because, like I've mentioned before, I have a really short attention span, so I don't expect people to sit for too long. Okay, so next up I have a 6-pointed star pattern. This is a paid pattern, but it's so beautiful. I am obsessed. So it's similar to like a 12 star, like it does have 12, it's similar to a 12-point star. It does have 12 points. I don't know if you can see that well. I might pop that up behind me. So it's just beautiful. So that's that one. So I did block that, but obviously not very well. So it has been blocked, but not very well. So that's this one. This is for a baby boy, so that's why I've used these colours. And I just love it. So this is a paid pattern. So it starts off in the middle as a 6-point star, and then it changes to a 12-point star as you go. And it reminds me actually of like a lotus flower, like the way, so this isn't the full pattern because this was for a baby. I didn't use the full pattern. I just used, like, you can continue on for quite a bit longer, and then there's some more yellow after this, and then it does this repeat of from that little bit of green to the end there again, and that's the full size blanket, so it would be like quite a large blanket. So I actually think that this will look beautiful in, because lotus flowers and Buddhism obviously, I'm actually going to make a meditation blanket out of this same pattern. So I'm going to do the pattern in like different color purples and use it as a meditation rug, because I do meditate regularly. So I just think that would just be beautiful to add into my spiritual practice, because the lotus flower has quite a lot of meaning in Buddhism. So that's that one. Now, that one is by Annie's Crochet, and that I will link that. Now, I actually found this. Oh, I can't remember the name of the website, and I can't believe that I can't remember it, because they're constantly harassing me. Oh, what's it called? So I do want to warn you, if you buy this pattern with the link, or any pattern with the link that I put for this, when you purchase the pattern, it will say, do you want to join our mailing list, right? As most do. Now, I just want to warn you that they will send you emails multiple times a day. Like, it's not like just like a weekly email that they sent out. They have all these deals and they have some beautiful, beautiful patterns. But I get email notifications from them, like sometimes 3 times a day, which is ridiculous to me. Like, I want to turn off my email notifications just because of this one site that just keeps emailing me constantly. I mean, I love that they show me all their patterns, but just send one a week. One a week's plenty, I think. Not multiple a day. That's just overkill, in my opinion. So if you send out emails, I think that's too many. Okay, so next up, this one has actually a few stringers attached, because I need to tidy this one up a bit. So no judgment, please. No judgment. Okay, so I'll show you this part first. So I've made a dream catcher. So put that on that background so you can see that a bit better. So this is a baby mobile dream catcher. So the dream catcher part is just a doily pattern, and that doily pattern is available on YouTube, and that is by Natika Land Crochet and Knitting on YouTube. I will link that, and it's just a very basic doily and really quick to, doesn't take too long. It's quite simple, and the tutorial is good. I'm not very good with doilies and things like that, so, but anyway, so I've put that dream catcher in the top to catch all the baby dreams, and we don't want our little babies having nightmares now, do we? So, and then on here, I've done these in all different colours just to sort of mix it up a bit, but I think if I made another one I would have a bit more. So, let's see. So, I don't know how well you can see, but I'll just show them all individually. So, it's just got little sheep. So, babies can be counting sheep. So, I do have to clean this up a bit, like these little stringers, and attach them in the right spot and things, and get the right height. That one's a little black sheep. Little Baba black sheep. He's very cute. And I used all sorts of yarn. I just used up scraps for these. So, that I had. And he's like really fluffy, this one. But, yeah. So, that's actually quite easy to make. And people love this. People love it. Like, lots of people are wanting to order one of those, so that's good. So for the little sheep on this one, this is actually a YouTube video. There's a YouTube video for these little sheep. Now, while the sheep are quite simple to do, the tutorial is not in English, it's in Spanish, and it does not have English subtitles on the video. So it was quite the challenge. It was. So the link, so that one can be found at a Spanish channel, which I am not even going to try and pronounce the name. So instead, I'm just going to pop it up here so that you can see it, and of course it will be linked down below. So in the spirit of dream catchers, I've done a second one with the exact same doily from that I just mentioned, and this one is for a little boy because one of my friends actually knows the gender of her baby. So, and this one I've done little hippos. These are so cute. Let me see if you can see them. Very, very cute. So those hippos are available on a channel called World of Amigurumi. I think that's how you pronounce that. World of Amigurumi. And while that one is in English, English is not his first language, so he can be a little bit tricky to understand. Oh, I'm pretty good at interpreting languages, but if you struggle with that sort of like accents and things, so if you struggle with that sort of thing, might just need to focus. Maybe have some headphones on or something to block out all other noise, which is what I tend to do anyway because kids. Okay, almost done. So next we have these little crochet, excuse my little bobby pin that I've put in there just to keep them together. So we have these crochet baby flip-flops, which I wish I had a little foot to put them in because you can't even see how cute they are. Like you can, but they're so much cuter when they're on a little baby foot. So these are for newborns and they are adorable. So I've got a pair of those for my friend, obviously, that knows the sex of her baby. And then I also made her another pair, which are green and gold, because that's the Australian colours, like for the Olympics and things like that, green and gold. So they're very Aussie people, like they really celebrate being Australian. So I thought that they would really appreciate that they were green and gold. So I got 2 pairs of those, and so flip-flops, as you call them in America, here we call them thongs. And lots of people wear thongs because Australia gets pretty hot. And I say that as I'm like dripping sweat from my brow with this hat on, but I'm just too determined and do not want to take it off. I love it. So in New Zealand, where my partner is from, because he's Maori, they actually call them jandals, which I think is quite cute. So if you're Kiwi, jandals. So you can find these over at Bethany Dearden's channel, and I will link that, of course, below. Okay, next, this is the final item that I have to show you for this month, but I've been pretty busy. I've had quite a few, and I'm hoping for similar productivity next for this month. So this is a baby romper that is so freaking adorable. I am obsessed. I made this last night in one night, and I will make a million more. It's so beautiful. I'm obsessed. This is a paid for pattern, and I would pay for it over again and again. This designer has done a beautiful, beautiful job. I purchased this pattern over on Ravelry, and I am probably going to butcher her name. Where have I written this down? So, I don't want to offend if she's not French, but it kind of looks French to me. Her name, Mon Petit Violon. And it's a paid for pattern, and of course I will link it below. And I've actually, because she's got a special on Ravelry where if you purchase multiple patterns from her, you can get one free. So all her patterns are so beautiful. I've actually, in Ravelry, you can put who your favorite designers and things are. I don't have anybody in that section except for her, because I'm new to Ravelry and she had to go in there. She had to. There was no ifs or buts about it. She is amazing. She has such beautiful, beautiful work, and I'm instantly a groupie. Okay, so that is all of the items. So I'm just going to quickly go over what's upcoming. So obviously, as I already mentioned, this month I'm hoping to do this Winifred hair hat, but only if you guys want it. So make sure you say if you want it, because that's the only way it's going to get done. But I'm really looking forward to doing that if you guys want it. Excuse me, I'm a bit sick today, so I got a bit of... my voice is not projecting how it normally does. Okay, I do have some special orders coming up that I need to complete. So for the first week, I'm just going to be catching up on items. I've asked somebody has asked me if I can crochet a little fox. So I'm going to find a fox pattern, and that is for a child who loves foxes or had a fox toy and lost the fox toy. So I'm going to be creating that fox, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. I'm not great with amigurumi. I wouldn't say amigurumi is one of my strengths, but I do love doing amigurumi because they don't take a long time and I can whip them up fairly quickly. So I can usually get them done in just a night. One of my friends, actually my nail tech, my very talented nail tech that I already spoke about, she has seen my dream catchers, and she's wanting me to make her just a dream catcher without obviously baby danglies or whatever. So I'm going to get a bit creative and try and do just a regular dream catcher. The great thing about dream catchers is they don't take very long and they don't use up a lot of yarn. So the downside of those is that the rings that you need to use for dream catchers, and she wants multiple rings. She doesn't just want the one. So I think I might go with two. I don't know, but they're obviously an extra expense if you are selling your items. So that's going to be a sale item. And I've also had a request for one of those dream catchers that I've already made, but with little butterflies. So I need to find an amigurumi pattern for butterflies, and I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with that one, mixing up the colours and that sort of thing, because butterflies are so colourful and I do love me some colours. So that's all the special orders I have coming up this week, but I really want to smash those out, and I've got a list of about 15 patterns for November, and I'm just going to keep smashing through them as quickly as I can so that I've got lots to show you at the end of the month. So obviously October's theme was babies. Now I really did think about for November getting started on Christmas. However, well, I will be doing the Christmas ornament swap, but I have a lot of Christmas items that I want to send off. I do have a lot of Christmas items, and it's getting really hot. Like where I am, it's getting really hot. So I don't have any crochet items that I can wear throughout the summer, and summer is coming fast in Australia. So I'm going to have a summer theme. So I've actually never crocheted really summer items. I always, it's always the winter time when I get a bit of the winter blues and I just want to crochet. I'm really excited to get some summer projects ticked off my list. I do have a few that I've collected on Ravelry. I do have a few that I've collected on Pinterest. But I would love to hear from you. What is your favourite summer pattern? What is your favourite summer items to do? So I might try a little like halter top or whatever, but I won't be wearing that myself because I've had children. Let's just leave it at that. These little crochet crops that are huge and really popular at the moment, but I do have a teenage stepdaughter who I'm sure would love something like that, so I might give that a go. But yeah, I'm just going to have some fun with some summer items. So if you've got a summer item that you would love to share, please pop it in the comments below and I will check it out. I know I've kept you here for a long time. I am sweating buckets at this point in this hat, so I'm really keen to get it off. Thank you for coming back, all of my returning viewers. And if you're new here, like, subscribe, share with your friends. I'm really excited to share more with you in the future. If you have a Ravelry account, pop over to Ravelry and add me on there. I've only got a handful of friends over there, but I'd love to connect with more people. that is the best way to get in contact with me, is to message me over there, as I don't really do social media. I don't do Instagram. I don't really do Facebook. Very low key on Facebook, but open to having any direct messages on Ravelry. Otherwise, comment below. Tell me what you think. Much love. Much love. I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.